guys, NCWQ here, and I've been looking online and reading about stuff and seeing stuff, and apparently there were some attacks on electrical substations in Oregon and Washington, and they're stating that they resemble the ones that happened in North Carolina, and are raising questions about grid security. At least three electricity providers in the Pacific Northwest have recently experienced attacks similar to the gunfire that brought down two electrical substations in North Carolina on Saturday and knocked out power to tens of thousands of customers at Duke Energy here in North Carolina. The attacks highlighted growing concerns about the vulnerability of the nation's electric grid to vandalism and terrorist attacks amidst increasing political extremism. They also raised questions about what, if anything, can be done to protect a far flung and often remote network of thousands of substations that sometimes have little more security than the fencing surrounding them. That was just one place. Um, I'm questioning the iguana that was in Florida. They also stated that there were five attacks at the electricity substations, and I'm just looking through news here. Um, they're seeking leads for the Oregon substation attacks. They stated that there is reason to believe that it was an extremist who put out the grids across the United States, Mexico, and another area, and showed all of them online. Um, Let me see what else I'm finding. They're saying gunfire by South Carolina facility is not linked to the North Carolina shooting. Shots reported near South Carolina facility. They didn't find any damage. They said that Duke Energy has completed all restoration to all customers in Moore County, which is good. I don't understand the taking down of electrical substations. I don't know what they're trying to prove by doing that, other than making people live in the dark and the cold without being able to cook and losing all of their food and all of their stuff, unless they have generators to back up their houses with. I would state that people need to be prepared for anything. Um, Make sure you have medicine, make sure you have clothing, make sure you have extra water that you need, make sure that you have extra food that you don't have to cook that's not going to go bad, because it looks like whoever it is out to just cause a lot of damage. And apparently it's not just here in North Carolina, it's in different areas as well. Let's see if I can find anything else. PSE substations among five attacked in the Pacific Northwest in November. This was 22 hours ago. String of electrical grid attacks in Pacific Northwest is unsolved. That was 3 hours ago. Report shows 6 intrusions at Florida power stations. So there were 6 intrusions at Florida power stations, and that was a day ago. So that could be something to be concerned about. And that was sent. Let me see if I can find anything more on that. Um, Said that in September, Duke Energy experienced at least a half dozen substation intrusion events, according to an incident report obtained. September 21st, an intruder forced entry into Ziffarillas North Substation in Pasco County, manually tripping equipment that caused an outage lasting 9 minutes. Day later, someone forced entry at Duke East Clearwater Substation in Pinellas County, again manually tripping equipment that caused an outage lasting 2 minutes. The substations were about 50 miles apart, and both incidents took place in the early morning hours between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. They're saying that threats to the infrastructure are nothing new, but appear to become more common recently. Federal law enforcement warned of attack on power plants. The report filed by Duke Energy Florida said that the two latest incidents uh, followed four other similar substation intrusion events, all of which occurred in the state during the month of September. Earlier in the month, an intruder entered Duke's Bay Ridge substation in two separate incidents on September 10th and September 13th. The Orange Blossom substation was targeted on September 18th, as was the Ziprillis substation on September 21st. Duke Energy issued the following statement stating that they can't comment on the ongoing legal proceedings or investigations. Federal law enforcement suspect people behind the Florida intrusion likely have inside knowledge of the grid and understand how to power down equipment without causing damage. The fact that someone has potentially identified a critical substation and then has knowledge of these critical pieces of equipment inside that substation leads them to believe that they're dealing with people who have inside knowledge. And this article came out December 7th, 2022, which was yesterday. Let me see what else I can find here. So that was 6 intrusions that they'd already had. Another power substation was disabled before the Moore County attack. And I don't know if I can pull that one up. Hang on, let me see. Nope, I can't. Suspected white supremacists shared substation info online. They're working to pin down the motives in all the recent substation attacks, and those who track extremism are not surprised. Experts say the physical security threats. Okay, that was I already read that. Okay. Pinehurst closed its clubhouse and left the resort with limited power due to the shutdowns. ENC substation was damaged by vandals last month, and that was in Carteret County. That's another part of North Carolina. Oregon had a substation that was attacked on November 24th, and that was in Clackamas County. And authorities are seeking warrants related to NC substation shooting. So apparently they have a warrant, and this was an hour ago. And it says authorities in North Carolina are seeking search warrants related to the shooting of electrical substations in Moore County that caused widespread power outages. Carthage, North Carolina. Law enforcement officials in North Carolina are applying for search warrants related to the weekend shooting of electrical substations that caused widespread power outages in Moore County, authorities confirmed Thursday. The FBI is seeking cell phone records that could indicate who was near the substations Saturday night, said the agency spokeswoman Shelley Lynch. Such search warrant applications are a normal step in law enforcement investigation. Well, I hope they catch these people, because I'll tell you what, people don't like to live without electric, and they don't have to. If I'm paying for my electric, I don't think anybody has a right to turn my electric off for me unless I didn't pay it. Okay, there are pictures out there that y'all can look up that show the bullet holes in the Moore County substation. Anyway, I would hope that they would do something more to provide more security for electrical grids and power stations. Anyways, just thought I would bring these up, talk about them. I just kind of, I don't know. Just be prepared and be safe, you guys. I think these people are up to no good. And I'm hoping that they get caught before they do any more damage. Anyways, you guys, much love. Take good care of yourselves and each other.